Hey everyone, it's one half of Mint Model Horses. Now yesterday you saw Emma's top 10 video, and today I will be filming my top 10 video. I know that Emma mentioned this a little bit in her video, but we were going to try and get together to film our top 10 like we have in previous years. And people in our family were getting sick, and we were like, you know what, let's just not risk it, and we will just film it separately. And that's, hey, sorry. First of all, this year I got a kitten, and he's not much of a kitten anymore, but this is Nimbus, and sorry if I keep looking around, it's because he's like messing around with stuff. But he's new this year. He was a stray kitten, and someone dropped him off at my cousin's animal vet clinic thing, so took him home. Sorry that we couldn't be together this year, but we are kind of slacking on making content right now because we are both so unbelievably busy. But let's go ahead and start with the haul. Now this guy would be higher up on my list, and if you have watched any of my previous collection tours, you know I needed one more Othello to complete my obtainable conga. I got Moritz. Now he endured a fatal accident in shipping and his ear broke off. So sadly, he, along with the rest of my porcelain Othellos, do not have one ear. It's okay. He fits in with the brothers perfectly fine. But I guess shipping is pretty hard on these guys. I forgot what I was saying, but I finally finished my Othello conga, and I will have a collection tour coming up soon, so you can see all of my guys and their beauty. I did sell all of my unicorn Othellos. It was to fund something else that you will see in this haul, and I think it was a good choice. So that was number 10. For number 9, this is kind of hard. I think for number 9, I'm going to go ahead and do, okay, this guy. This is Grand Cavallo, I believe is his name. He was the special run from BreyerFest this year on the Peruvian Paso mold. When he came out, he just had to have a life here with me. I would love the purplish, bluish Grand Cavallo thing, but they're kind of very highly priced for being limited to 200 pieces. So we'll just wait and see if those prices ever go down. Maybe I'll have one in my collection, but like I'm not the biggest decorator there's like a Fuzz. Get out of here, Fuzz! Not the biggest decorator person, so this guy makes me happy enough. He is gorgeous. He is everything I've wanted on the Peruvian Paso mold. And yeah, he's very cool, very different from the other Peruvian Pasos that have been released, because none of them that are easily obtainable have body markings, so he's very cool. Love him. Number 8 is Killarney, and you guys saw him in my BreyerFest haul. I have been wanting this little guy forever. I kind of want to say right when he came out, but like when I first started collecting, it was right around BreyerFest 2012, so I kind of had no idea what he was, but I was seeing him in people's BreyerFest hauls. And ever since I was seeing him in those haul videos, I really wanted one, and someone was selling him on the Not Going to Clarion Facebook page, and I got him. So that makes me very happy. He is so pretty, and he's also porcelain. So I have 2 porcelains in this haul this year. Moving on to, what's that, 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 7 is Tennessee Titan. I bought one of these at BreyerFest 2013 but sold him and regretted it. And I think it was Nan Wagner. Someone in the hobby was selling one new in box, and I got him. He did very well at the last show that I took him to, and he's just the cutest little thing. I think I like him better than Oliver, who's released on this mold, so I'm very happy. Just a cute little donkey. He's kind of hard to find now, so I'm happy that I don't have to look for him anymore. And he was one of the top 5 models I wanted to get this year, and I got another one of my top 5s that I wanted this year as well. Moving on, next is Blanc, I believe is his name. He was a loyalty club model, and he is in satin matte. He has the custom mane on both sides. I think his forelock is original, and then he has the original wavy morgantail, which is something they don't do very often anymore. They've been using the Andalusian tail on the Morgan mold, but I like this one a lot better. He's this beautiful, subtly dappled with blue eyes, and I really like Stone's matte horses, and he looks very nice in the satin gloss or satin matte. I don't have any in the satin matte, and I'm a big fan of it. But I saw one for sale that was glossy, and I just knew I didn't want a glossy one, so I was happy. That was weird. And he has a little star. Very cute. So next are a bunch of resins. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I feel like I always have to add a micro mini in here. I'm part of Maggie Bennett's micro mini club, and I've been part of the club for just a little over a year now. But I bought this guy off of Facebook. This is Maple Stirrup. He is another one that's kind of hard to find, and I painted him after Lunatic Fringe, who is a famous bucking horse. And I think he looks very, very nice in this like frame Overo color. And then I don't have his barrel, but I do have his base that I covered in sand. I also started doing like their little bases this year, and I think it turned out really cool. Oop, there's hair all over it. But yeah, so I think this is one of my favorite ones that I painted this year. He looks very cool in person. He has nice shading and stuff. So he made NumberFive. These are really in no order either. They're kind of interchangeable, but this is kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. It changes daily. So NumberFour is Armorant, I believe is his name. I bought Whirlwind, and you guys saw him in my Briarfest haul, and I believe you also saw him in my Briarfest haul. Whirlwind was going to be in this haul, but he is in the middle of getting clothes, so he'll probably be in my haul for next year, my 2022 haul. So you get to see his naked brother, and this guy's very cool. I love his roached mane. I love the little knot in his tail. He's just got details everywhere, and as soon as Maggie releases that traditional size motor in Aurora, I will be very happy, and they will be all angry together. But yeah, I think he made my NumberFour. He's very, very cool. My NumberThree purchase for this year was also the second purchase I made last year. This is Suerte, and he is this little pagadonkey, and he has so much, like, look at that. He has so much sass. When I saw him come out, I really wanted one, but I didn't know if I would ever find one for sale or if I'd ever be able to afford him. And I found one for sale, and I was able to afford him. So I'm very happy to have him in my collection. I'm absolutely terrified to paint him, and I also have no idea how I'm going to paint him, but he is super cool. His little tail is so fragile, and so are his ears, so it really scares me to pack him up for anything. But yeah, he is pretty awesome, and as you can tell, I love long ears, and when you watch my collection tour, you'll see I have a nice collection of long ears now, and he fits in perfectly. So my NumberTwo purchase for this year is one that I didn't think that I was also ever going to get. He also is very hard to find and expensive if you can find him, but I found one for a really good price because I'm seeing them now, and I don't know, it was like in a weird spot on Facebook. Anyways, this is Docker's Jen Scott's piece, and Emma has MEM, that Jen Scott piece, and she's sending it out to get paint this week. She said she was just so happy to own something by Jen Scott, and I am too. I am so happy to own this guy. even though he's a pretty simple stance, he's just got so many details, and he is so cool. And I really like the banded version with the long tail as opposed to the Levi version. I don't know why, but he just looks so nice, like a horse getting ready to go into a show ring. And I'm also horrified to paint him, so it might be a while until I decide to actually paint him, but I think he is very nice, and my favorite resin that I got this year by far. I just look at him on my shelf and I cannot believe that he stands there. So my number one purchase for this year is Bob, what are you doing here? Okay. The loose mane and tail Shenandoah. Now, I posted an ad on Facebook and I was like, if anyone is looking for holiday money, I can give it to you if you give me a Shenandoah. And someone messaged me, and it didn't sound like the plan was, or like that we were going to be able to make a deal, and then things ended up happening that made the deal fall through, or made the deal succeed. So he was my biggest grail that I've had for a while because I never thought I'd be able to find one. Someone on Facebook said that there are a little over 200 or 300 of the braided manes and then a little over 100 of the loose mane Shenandoahs. So they are very hard to find and they are very desirable, which makes them even harder to find because if you find one for sale, they typically sell fast. But this is my loose mane Shenandoah, and he is very pretty, and I'm just excited to show him at the open show because I think he is so cool. Again, I like put him up on his own shelf with my other Shenandoahs, and I just think the loose manes look so nice next to each other. It is my preferred version of the Shenandoah. I know a lot of people like the braided mane or the bob mane, but I am a huge fan of this loose mane and long tail Shenandoah. So he is my number one. Someone on Emma's video asked me if I was going to sign Bob, because if you look back at our old videos, it says that we say if we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will sign Bob. And I didn't do that, but I do have a special plan in mind for Bob. So stay tuned for the end of February. That video will be coming out. He is still not signed. He is, I believe, my second custom. My first custom I did, I gave to a friend who is no longer in the hobby, and I don't know where that model is. So he's my oldest custom that we still have, and he is just very well loved. But we do have cool things in store for him, so stay tuned. We've got lots of fun stuff coming. Like Emma said, possibly a 2022 shopping spree for the new regular runs, a collection tour. I still have to film and get up a collection tour, and then we have NaMoPaimo, is that how you say it? Coming in February, and if you can connect any dots there, then you know what I'm doing. All right, see you guys later. Bye!